So today we're looking at a very crude assist regen colour LED bars setup. So I've used two of those cheap LED bar graphs based on the LM3914. I've hacked the circuit around a little bit to simplify it and make it fairly crude. So these basically accept a 0 to 1.25 volt input, which we provide with a potential divider. And then obviously this one's the green one here. This one's turned up to its maximum brightness, and this one's the blue one. This one's turned down to its minimum brightness. They're still not quite equal. The blue is still a bit brighter than the green, so we probably need a brighter green LED basically. And then there is some adjustment we can adjust up and down. It's just a particularly not a great quality green LED, so it's not very bright, but the bright one is retina scorching, as you would expect. I think the eyes are more sensitive to blue as well. Anyway, so I've simplified the circuit slightly. So these two are connected up, and to interface and drive those with the OBDIIC&C, we have to have another little circuit. And this is this little tiny breadboard circuit here. And this is basically a 12F1822 or 1840 PIC, and it's receiving a constant stream of serial data to 38,400 bits per second from the OBDIIC&C, and that's basically just telling the serial device here the command power value. So this is like the assist or regen value. So this receives that serial data and then generates very crude PWM and low pass filter voltages between 0 and 1.25 volts, and outputs it to the LED graphs depending on whether assist or regen is being requested. So on the OBDIIC&C we're using the H line, which is not present on the CRZ, and that's a spare line we've got in the device, so we can use that, and it's actually set up to drive a serial line anyway for the Insight, so we can just use that line. So that's what I'm using here, just tapping into that line. So we just have signal line and ground, and all this stuff here is powered by 5 volts. So anyway, if I operate the joystick, this is the joystick testing screen on the OBDIIC&C for the CRZ. So if I move this left or right, it will change the command power value here. So 127 is nothing happening basically, joystick in the middle, not doing anything. That way is regen and that way is assist, if I remember correctly. So if we look at this now, so if I push slowly over to the right, we should get some blue bars. Yeah, there we are. So there's the blue bars going up and down, and if I go the other way, then we get the green bars going up and down. So yeah, so that's basically what one of the members on the forum was looking for. So that can happen pretty quickly and pretty easily. These are scaled to the amount of power that the OBDIIC&C is requesting at the moment. So we can obviously scale these to current or whatever we want in due course if we want to see how much power is actually being delivered. So assist is that way and regen is the other way. So you can see that those crude or cheap Chinese bar graphs, they do work. We just need to make a couple of changes to the circuit. You don't need the big pots and stuff like that. You just need a couple of little resistors, and then we need this little tiny circuit here. So this could all be thrown together on some sort of printed circuit board, but I'm not going to do that. If somebody else wants to have a go at that, then they're welcome to try, and they can use the software. It's only a tiny little program which drives that. It just receives the data from the OBD and converts it into a variable voltage for the two bar graphs. So that's where we are at the minute, and the ever reliable bench CRZ proving its worth again. So I don't have to keep going out backwards and forwards to the car and plugging in, hacking around with that harness now. Hoping to get the CRZ lithium IMA pack sometime next week or two, so there'll be some more research to do once I get that. And as you've seen, I've got some nice new cells, but I haven't done anything with that. I've just been busy with lots of other little jobs. So this is where they are at the minute. Assist and regen with LED bar graphs external, and they can be fitted where you like.